Feast your eyes on this beast. We got the tandem axle rear here. This is a 71 Ford van, and this thing hasn't run in about 9 years. The guy we bought it from said they daily drove this thing back when it ran. We got the visors over just about every window, headlight, door on this thing. It looks like it was all pieced together with Bondo and fiberglass. We've got all 6 hubcaps, so that's pretty sweet. Now, this thing's got a small block Ford in it. We're gonna see if we can get it running. It took me about an hour to get that hood open until I figured out that they used the choke for the hood latch. Before we start diving into getting this thing running, let's take a closer look around this thing. So as you can see, I don't know if these things ever had the double headlights on each side, but this one has that. It looks like they added a little bit right here over the window, just for another custom touch. I think this is probably a one of one, super rare van. You can see they went nuts with the insulation in this thing. Got the old, I don't know, little kitchen setup or something going on there, or a heater. Looks like somebody may have tried living in this thing or something. They got shelving in here. A little paper towel holder there. Got a little light in the back corner. We're gonna see in a minute what all works in this thing once the battery gets a little charge on it. Got the privacy curtain going on right there. Beautiful. Little air cleaner. And here's the visor off of the rear door. Busted off. Rear doors, there's no latch on the outside. Not sure why that is, but got a trailer hitch. Tow the boat to the lake on the weekends. Look at that, what a beauty. We'll take a little peek at the front end here. This old van actually has a pretty neat front end. You got the chin spoiler down there, right on. Now let's take a look inside the cockpit. More insulation. I don't know how many miles are on this beast, but I can't really see. The insulation's kind of hanging down here a little bit. Aftermarket stereo. And I did notice, where was that? I thought it was under here. Is it under there? Maybe over here? There's oh yeah, that box there, Sirius satellite radio. I don't know if that works, but we're gonna check it out. Like I said, little small block Ford. We'll see if we can get that running. Would be pretty cool if we did. Let's see if the horn works. Maybe the key's gotta be on. No, no horn. Oh, key on. The stereo turns on. Nice. What else works on this thing? Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. See what we get. Got a corner marker. Headlights work, nice. Okay, the running lights are on. Let's see if the tail lights work. Side marker works here. Tail lights work. Oh my goodness, license plate lights work. I don't know, that might be just when the brakes are on. That side marker's on. Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and see about getting in here maybe. Oh, I think, let's see if we can open these rear doors. There we go. Yep, there we go. Does this light work? Haha, look at that. We got light in the back here. Okay, let's go ahead and hop back up front. Let's check the brakes. There is 0 brakes in this thing, so I know I'm gonna have to check the brakes out. Let's see if the radio works. We get static, so if I find a good station, I'm sure. Let's see here. Oh, okay, stereo works. There's the heater. Oh, and the heater fan works. Wow. The wipers work. Beautiful. Everything works on this thing, except for the horn. Let's see if she turns over. It turns over. I don't think I'm getting any. Oh wow, that filter's shot. We'll throw a new filter on there. Maybe what we'll do is we'll grab some fuel, dump it down the throat, and see if she fires off for us. First shot, trying to get her going here. Dump a bunch of fuel. Oh my goodness. It does run. That fired right up. Let's see if we get it run a little longer. Wow, that was easy. Oh man. Well, she likes to drink. Oh, we're getting fuel. I don't know if I should probably use that fuel that's in there. I better throw a new filter in there. I better start checking fluids. I didn't even check that. Oh, I don't know how I'm supposed to. Oh, there we go. Gotta come around the corner with the dipstick here. Oh, we're good on oil. Let's do a double dip to make sure. Oh yeah, we're good. We're golden. It's at the low mark, but I'll probably go ahead and change on that anyways. Trans fluid. It's nice and red. Doesn't smell burnt. Hopefully that works. Again, I know I don't have brakes because the brake pedal goes right to the floor. We'll check the coolant later once we get it kind of running better. Okay, so I threw a new filter in there. I just want to see if we can get this thing running and idling on its own before I actually start digging into it too much, so I know if I gotta take this carb apart or anything. So let's see if we can get fuel up here and see if it'll stay running. Okay, we got fuel coming through the filter. No way! Woo-wee! Yeah! Wow, look at that. This thing's running like a top. Oh, come on. There she is. I can't believe it. Right on. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to bleeding those brakes, changing out the fluids. Let's get this thing ready to go on the road. Well, it's getting a little dark, but now that we know this thing runs good, let's go ahead and drain some fluids out of it, change some fluids over, and try to see if we can figure out what's going on with this brake system. Alright, so while the oil is draining, I'm going to go ahead and pull these front tires off because I already took a peek at the bleeder screws on the back of there. They're pretty hard to get to, so I'm going to pull those both off. I can get to the backs. Hopefully we can get them all broke loose and try to re-bleed this whole system. Okay, we got those off. I'll have to get a light here because it's getting a little dark out. If it gets a little too dark, I might have to call it for the night so we can continue tomorrow. But I'm going to see if I could just at least get at those bleeders there a minute. Then at least I can get at the whole system. I do know this master cylinder has a lot of junk in it, so we might have to end up cleaning that out, giving her a little refresh. Okay, was able to get all the bleeders broke free, so that's good. I'm not going to do that tonight though. Since I drained the oil, I think I will refill that tonight. Also want to check the coolant here. And I'm pretty sure it's a little low. I'm getting a little light here. Yeah, it's a little low, but nothing crazy. So I'll just be able to top that off, and then we can double check to make sure it's reading temp when we really get to running it. So let me go ahead and top this puppy off. And that's just one other thing we could check off the list. Coolant's good. Not to say that it's still not going to overheat, but we can hope. I'll have to get inside the cab there to change oil. I'm going to throw the drain plug back in, swap out the filter, and we'll hop in the cab, swap that oil out. Funnel engaged. Let's go ahead and do the deed. And there we have it. So tomorrow, I think all I gotta do is bleed these brakes, and if that all goes well, we're taking this puppy to town. Now with the fresh oil in there, just to get it circulating, fill up that filter, just because they got these filters to the side, so you can't fill them all the way up. Then I can know the true level of where this thing needs to be. Yeah, so let's give it a shot here quick. Come on now, honey. We'll let it circulate a minute. I'll shut her back down. I'll top off the oil. Pressure's looking great. Hey! How about that? Boy, that would have made things a little better. Beautiful. Okay, now I can check where the level's at, make sure it doesn't need to be topped off or nothing, and then I'll probably continue tomorrow. And I guess basically we have all the fluids pretty much checked and topped off after that. All I really need to do is take care of the brakes yet, so we will see you tomorrow, and hopefully we can get that taken care of and take this thing to town. Time to get these brakes bled. Let's take a peek in the old master cylinder here a sec before we get going. Looks like we got fluid in the front dealy there, in the back does not look great. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna probably need to clean that out before I do anything. I'll probably try to pull this off first, flush it all out, and then we'll just start the whole bleeding process. All right, well, you know the deal. I'm a sucker for trying the easy way first before we actually pull this thing off, so I douche that back one with a bunch of brake cleaner. We're gonna just try to shop vac it out, see if it'll just flush the rest through the lines. And if it doesn't, then we'll pull it off. So now, I think we'll just put a bunch of fluid in there and see if it feeds through to the bleeders. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, I don't think I'm getting nothing. Kind of figured we wouldn't, but it was worth a shot. Alright, I caved. Went and picked up a new master cylinder for this thing. This one just wasn't pushing any fluid to the front wheels here, so we're going to swap it out with this new one, and hopefully we'll have brakes, and at that point I think we can take this thing on the road. So let me get this swapped out. New brake master's on, bench bled. Let's go for round 2. Alright, we're on the last leg of the pumping here. This one's bleeding out pretty good, so I'm hoping we'll have pretty good brakes once we're done. Brakes are working great. Front tires are back on. It's time to test this tranny out. I got the back end off the ground still. Let's see if those tires turn. Okay, reverse. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there it is. Had the e-brake on. Oh yeah. All right. And the brake stop it. Oh, okay. We're putting this thing back on the ground. We need to go for a ride. Just one more thing to do to make this a proper van. All right. Oh, she sounds rowdy. Well, I guess that means there's only one thing left to do. Let's take it for a spin. Oh yeah, baby. Woo-wee. Surprisingly enough, she actually drives pretty well. Stops good, but I'm afraid I gotta take her back because my fan doesn't seem to be kicking on, so I'm gonna have to go figure out, make sure it's cooling down, not overheating. Well, I think that might wrap it up for this video. My head was getting a little itchy from that wig, and also she looks beautiful. Sounds good, drives good. We're probably gonna clean all that insulation out of the inside yet, but other than that, I think it's pretty much ready to go. I think she runs pretty good, stops good. Really not a bad runner rig. We'll address the issue with not being able to see what the temp is. Everything works on it. The radio, all the lights, brakes. The engine runs good. We might have to do a little carb refresh, but we'll see. Either way, super cool van. Pretty unique. Look at that front end and that rear end. Quick little update. We got the fan working now. All that was a new switch right here. The old one went bad. We are also reading temp now. Replaced that temp sensor there. So that's good. And one other thing, we did put some exhaust back on it. Cherry bomb. Woohoo! Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Hopefully you'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.